Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 23rd, 24th, and 25th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you are new to the channel or if you cross-watch, go down into the description, and this is the introduction. It will be tagged onto all of the videos. I'd like it if you could watch it at least once. But otherwise, if you're cross-watching, new to the channel, you're wondering where is my videos, go down there, click on the timestamp, and it will bring you directly to the video. I'm sorry, the astrological sign part of the videos. Okay. Anyway, little bit quickness. We're going to go through this once more. I did more on the last video about what's going on in the stars. So we really want to remember that we just transitioned into Capricorn. We had winter solstice. And actually today's the 20th that I'm doing these videos. So the 21st is winter solstice, Capricorn season. We have the new moon happening, the new moon in Capricorn on the 23rd. Chiron, the wounded healer, goes direct. And I think he's been retro for quite a while now, so this could bring some healing to us. And of course, the 29th, we have Mercury going retrograde. It will be in Capricorn. We are in Capricorn, so interesting energies with that too. But I talked more about that in the last introduction of the last videos. Okay, so again too, we have the new moon, the 23rd. We're in a very spiritual time right now. We have the Yule, we have Christmas, we have Hanukkah. We have a lot of very positive energy to put forward. Okay, and yes, there's a lot of questions about pagan energies, pagan times, but it's all what we put on this. If we want to put dark energy into this time, then we will receive dark energy. If we want to put light energy and love and good energy into this time, then that's what we're going to be putting into the world. And I will tell you, most people that are on my channel, I would say most, 99.9%, are light workers, they're healers, they're people that are looking for community, and that's what we are. Anyway, so I'm reading for I'm reading for Friday through Sunday. And what I'm going to be doing, because this is my weekend reading, I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I use my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I will use my Doreen and Grant Virtue Angels of Abundance cards, and I will use my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. That will be for the main readings. For this, the overlying what the heck is going on in the world readings, I'm going to use my Waite Rider Traditional and my Colette Baron Read the Good Tarot. So let's see what we've got going on with this, what's going on in the world. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to higher power. My job is to just deliver the message and try not to get too much in the way of it, and try not to I don't have to understand it. I really don't. Remember, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? So let's see what we have here. I have infused all the decks with Reiki energy. I have prayed, meditated, and like I said, infused all the decks with Reiki energy. I know that has given them a little bit of a kick. So let's see what we have to do. Reiki is healing energy. It is connecting with higher power. If you want to know a little bit more about it, you can go to my website. I do have some stuff on there about Reiki. I am a Reiki master. This is a really good analogy. Consider yourself the cell phone, and maybe you're on one or two bars. God's source is the energy, is the battery, and I'm the connection. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Reiki can be done in person, and it can be done distance also. But I know that when I was thinking about this earlier, that's why I'm talking about it, that when I started and when I trained in Reiki, and I started putting Reiki into the cards, they really started popping with their messages. So, Holy Spirit, God Source, what do you want to tell us for what's going on for this weekend universally? Let's see what we have. One, anything reversed has a stronger energy. That's how I read them. Court cards have dual energies. So let's see what we have here first. We have the Empress. Now we have it, and numbers have meaning. Numbers have a lot of meaning. So we're going into Mercury retrograde, and it is in Capricorn, an earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, the Pentacles energy, earth energy, money, job, career energy. And Mercury, whenever Mercury goes retrograde, and anything that goes retrograde is trying to fix what might need to be fixed, okay? So Mercury is about communications. It is about electronics. We're always here, don't buy anything electronics wise unless you get a really good warranty on it. Make sure that you can take it back or something like that, because Mercury retrograde really is about undoing what needs to be done. It's also about communications, and a lot of times it is about people from your past coming into your present, okay? When I see the Empress, if you've been following me for a while, when I see the Empress, and it is Mercury retrograde, and even though we're not quite there, we are in the shadow of the retrograde, shadow before and after. When I see the Empress, she is a major arcana. She is, she's always pregnant. She's always expecting. She's always creating. She is always giving. The Empress, again, to me, when I see her and we have Mercury retrograde season upon us, this is a time when she wants to make right a lot of the energies that has been made wrong, okay? Now, we have choices in that. We can choose not to go along with her plans. We can choose not to go along with what she's offering to us. But the Empress is a creator. The Empress is, I do feel like she's the feminine divine. The Empress gives us choices, and it's like, do you like this? Do you like that? So it feels like the weekend there's going to be choices. There's going to be opportunities. There's going to be just positive energy that wants to say, hey, come on, take a look at this, okay? So the Empress wants to create. The Empress wants to give back. The Empress wants to make right things that are made wrong. Now, again, too, it is always our choice. We can say, yeah, let's go along with all of that, okay? Maybe there's some lessons we need to learn, but at the same time we can say, no, I'm okay with my path, and we can just say we would rather do it ourselves than accept the gifts of the divine. But the Empress does want to provide gifts. The Empress does want to provide abundance. Our next card is, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So now, three numbers are important. Celebration, creativity, and the power of 3. Now we have a 10. 10 is transitional energy. You've got the 1, new beginning. 0 is God's source energy. The Wheel of Fortune moves on. The Wheel of Fortune says things have to change. They cannot stay the same. The Empress is saying, I want to provide for you. I want to give to you. Not necessarily provide. I want to provide something wonderful for you, but you have to accept it. The Wheel of Fortune says things are going to move on whether you accept it or not. And I should be saying more the universe accepts it, the world accepts it. This is just things have to move on. Generally speaking, the Wheel of Fortune does move into a better place, and it is also a time of great growth, okay? So again, major arcana energy here. Next card is, here we go with this. This is reversed, we have the Ace of Wands. So Ace is 1, new beginning, again, new start. Wands is our fire energy. Wands or rods, sometimes this is called. It is our fire energy. It is our Leo, Sagittarius, and our Aries. Remember, Jupiter just went into Aries, so this is supposed to be a really powerful Jupiter. This is not just another transition for Jupiter. This is a get things done Jupiter, okay? like I said, passionate, burning, very consuming energy, a new passion, a new place. So what we have here, and should you choose to accept it, the Empress wants to give us something, or the Empress wants to provide the world with something, a positive energy, a positive place. The Wheel of Fortune is saying it's going to happen whether you want it or not, so you might as well go towards the positive because something's going to change. Something has to change. The Ace of Wands is a grand passion, a new journey, something very much, yes, this is what we want, let's go and get it. So this is the universal energy going on here. Let's see what else we might have. So we spoke about earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We spoke about fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's see what else we have here with our Colette Baron read, the Good Tarot. Okay, Holy Spirit, Divine Source, what do we have? What else can we give? What else is going on in the world? What else do we need to be aware of? What else do we need to have our eyes opened to? The world. The world. So this is another major arcana. We go to the 21. 2 is a choice, decision, coming together. 1 again, new beginnings. You add it together, we have a 3 coming on here. The world is okay, so the Fool starts, and the Fool was in the beginning of the last introduction that I did. In the last readings, we had the Fool, if I remember correctly, and that was in the beginning. The world is when the Fool gets through his lessons. The world is saying you've learned what you needed to learn. It's time for you to either, just kind of sit with your lessons for a while, enjoy, just rest up a little bit, or it's time to move on to a new one. But these are lessons learned, and if in many ways there looks like there is a lock there. The lock is there is a lock, and when you put the key in the lock, more is to come. The world is also about wonder. This is a lot of this is like, okay, the things are done, things are finished, things are happening. It's like you've done a great job. But again, the world is, the lessons have been learned. Let's now move on to our next lesson, our next chapter. So, and we do have in 2023, we do have a lot of those, the planetary movements, moving into another place. Pluto, like I said, will be going into, Aquarius. Saturn changes, so there, not right away, but there is this movement of change. There is this change possibility here. So I've talked about I talked about fire, I've talked about earth, I have not talked about cup energy, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional, spiritual energy. And then we also have our air energy, our sword energy, and that is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Thought processes, making plans, thinking things through, hearing news also. And that, so whenever we're getting sword energy and we're with Mercury retrograde, there's a lot of hearing news. So let's see what we have going on here. Now, I would ask you again, please. So it's an interesting thing. Something big, something major is happening. The energies are very strong. We may not necessarily see these things happening, but they are happening in the skies, in the heavens, if you want to say. There is a major push. There is a major change happening, about to happen. And it is a very passionate new beginning too. Okay, we're going to start the videos, the individual videos in just a moment. But please take time to go down to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. It's amazing when you do that. It really does help. Should you, celebrate holidays, please have a wonderful, happy holiday. I do celebrate Christmas, so Merry Christmas to those that do. I love the Yuletime, traditions also. So just stay safe, be happy, and enjoy your holiday. Thank you. Hello, my Scorpios, and welcome to Capricorn season. How are you? well, I'm doing my shuffle, all this, and it's kind of like you have to let go to receive. Oh, I hate those types of messages, but it is about, you know, letting go of something that maybe is very fixated in your brain as what needs to be done, and letting go, let God type of energy. But in order for you to receive, I kind of liken it to you need to clean your garage out so you can buy more stuff, okay? And the thing is, there's blessings. There's so many blessings here, but maybe not the direction, not the way you thought it was going to be. I think that's it. Let go of the idea of what you think it should be and just put it to higher power. And, I know people will say to the universe, I like to direct it. So I direct my thoughts, my requests to higher power, to God, Source, Holy Spirit, and just let it come. And remember, we've got that new moon, and that's a good time to put out our requests. So again, let go so you can receive. Those were the words that I received. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, higher power. What else would you like to say? Because that was an interesting time already. And again, we have that new moon. And it is in Capricorn. We are in Capricorn season. So, and we have, we have a lot of spiritual celebrations going on now that helps to bring those vibrations helps to elevate those vibrations also. Okay, let's see what we've got here. 3 cards. First card is the King of Fire. So King's underlying energy, of course, is air. So it's focused, it's linear, it's, okay, this is what I need to do. It is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy, and Aquarius and Gemini are the big players right now. Saturn is in Aquarius right now, and Mars is in Gemini. And I think they leave around the same time, but I think that's more like, what is that? More like February, March, April. So it is kind of like they're getting a little bit of a strength going on with their illusions versus reality, and Mars, intellectual, pushing forward, fighting for whatever's needed to be done. So fire energy is our Aries, our Leo, and our Sagittarius. Jupiter has just transitioned into Aries. This is a time of action. Jupiter, there's been the dreams, and there's been the wants that's been going on while Jupiter's been in Pisces and water sign, but now it's going into the action sign. And it's going to be quite a large, I think it's going to really be very big and moving. Okay, so the King of Fire, so we have both of these things going on. We have that air energy, we have the fire energy, we have the focused energy, the planning energy, we've got this motivational energy, we've got this bigger energy, we have this, let's see what we've got to do, where do we have to go with this. The King of Fire, because of these energies, looks at the big picture and looks at what is needed to be done, but does not look at how to do it. Just says, this is my goal, this is where I need to get to, and whatever God source, you figure it out. And many times I've done that myself, where I said, I don't know, this is what I have no idea how this is going to happen, I just need you to help me through this. So the King of Fire is motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So let's see what else we have here. The 5 of Earth. Now the 5 of Earth has a money energy to it. 5 has a change situation. So while you're doing all this focusing, and while you're looking at the bigger picture, the 5 of Earth is kind of there giving you a little, or kind of saying, yeah, do you have the money for all of this? We can have all these big ideas and big thoughts, but now it's kind of like, how do we pay the piper? How do we make this happen? 5, change, positive, negative. Earth is our Capricorn, our Taurus, our Virgo, money, job, career. So maybe this is, maybe you're thinking of starting a new business, and Mercury retrograde isn't always the best time, but I have started jobs in Mercury retrograde, and they have been wonderful opportunities to me. okay, for me. I mean, they've opened up avenues for me, and they have really been very protective. Now, when Mercury went direct, for no reason of my own, the jobs went kind of south. Okay, but for whatever reason, and not my own reasons, they just kind of like, oh, we're closing the office. Oh, this happened, that happened. So, but it did provide something very positive for me. So I'm not necessarily saying that it's the best time to start the business, but if you are starting a business, or if you're starting this big project, what's going to happen with money, it actually will leap for, when Mercury goes direct, it can continue. You're just going to grow with it, but it will leapfrog you to something better or bigger. Okay, so don't worry about that per se. The Five of Earth, though, does have some money issues, money thoughts. When I see the Five of Earth and also the Four of Earth, I tell you to watch your debit, watch watch your spending, watch your budget, watch your paper. With this, though, if this is a job, if this is a new business, get your paperwork in order. Again, I do not do legal or financial advice, but fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. Let's see what we've got here. The Page of Water. I love the Page of Water. The Page of Water is just underlying energy for Page is earth energy. We've talked about that. The overlying energy is water. That's yours. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Your energy here. New moon energy. The Page of Water just leaps, just goes, just says yes. Now, Page can also be bringing you a message. You could be hearing something, that's very sensitive to you. The Page of Water just has this very fun-loving energy about it, but yet at the same time is a very flowing, the water energy, sensitive, connecting with God's source energy, very intuitive energy. So, look at the big picture. Something is happening around you. Look at the big picture. There is a little bit of concern on how you're going to pay for this or how this is going to work out. But again, and this is Mercury retrograde, so it does have a little bit of a unexpected energy. And then the Page of Water is just a loving energy. This has a positive person coming into your life. And Mercury retrograde does bring people back into your life too. So the Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So trust your instincts, but make sure, my Scorpios, remember, there is a difference between intuition and wishful thinking. Okay, so I'm shuffling. This one comes up. This is the Three of Swords. This is the let go. This is the forgive. Stop holding on to something that's been hurtful to you. So we have a 5 and a 3 and a 5. 3 is celebration, creativity. It's also the power of 3. This is heartache and loss, the 3 of Swords. This is that one with the heart with those swords in it, and everyone's like, can we reshuffle and get another one with this? This is letting go. The wound is old. The wound has been healed, even though there are still scars. This is forgiveness. This is letting go. Again, what did I say in the beginning? Let go so that you can, so you can receive. But again, this is forgiveness. Forgiveness is not something that it's not something that necessarily involves that other person, though you're like, well, maybe it does, and maybe it does. But forgiveness doesn't mean you have to have that person or that situation, or you come back into your life, or you go back into that life. It just frees you. It really forgives. It really frees you. Okay? So this is that 3 of air, 3 of swords. This is kind of this, maybe there's been some things that have been in the past that maybe have been a little hard to get through. It's time to get through them, and it's time to now move forward. Again, what did I say in the beginning? Go back to the beginning. Anyway, let's see Angels of Abundance. What do we have for my Scorpios? What do we have for my Scorpios? Again, let go so you can move on. Let go so you can move on. Let go so you can receive. Let go so you can receive. I think that's what we were talking about. Here we are. Because the receiving's the fun part. There is receiving to be had, but if you don't let go, it's hard to receive. Here we go. Reversed. Moonlighting. Are you getting another job? Are you starting that business we were talking about? So here we are, moonlighting. And let's see if I can read this. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. I love that. I really, this is a good advice card from the angels. Here we go. Let's see what crystal or energy. Yeah, let go so you can receive. I know that sounds contraindicated, but it's true. It's very true, my Scorpios. Here we go. Let's see what we've got. Here we are. What crystal or energy for my Scorpios? Here we are. Here we are. Reversed. Onyx. You know, yeah, all of these dark stones I love. Seeing the future, responsibility, stamina, self-mastery. So what did this all mean for you? Let me know. Give me a comment below. I have been reading my comments. I promise you that. It's more a case of getting to sit down with just holidays and everything going on. Okay, so my Scorpios. Take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications, especially if you want to keep me on the air. I need you to do that. As always, though, my Scorpios, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.